Hello and welcome to this edition of Tips and Tricks. Now today I'm going to be talking about what a difference a bait makes. I mean, there's just certain times where you would swear that two lures you're fishing are pretty much identical, and yet they'll hit one and they won't hit the other. I have lots of examples of this, but I'm going to focus on three of them that happen to me quite a bit. First off is here on this pond I fish all the time. I've told you about the black and red buzz and how well I catch them on it. Well, I can fish this pretty much almost identical. I mean, one's got this blade that's kind of on the surface, but this I can buzz right under the surface with this big heavy blade on here. They won't touch this reeling it in, but I catch them on this all the time. Sure, when the water was high and when I was flipping getting reaction bite, I catch them on this red and black spinnerbait, but I just don't understand it. I can throw this out first, nothing. Throw this out, catch some fish. Throw this back out, nothing. Throw this back out and catch fish. I mean, you would swear they're similar enough that something would hit this if it's going to hit this, but for some reason I've never caught a fish on this, but I catch them all the time on this. Don't know. Another example happened to us in a tournament. We started out in the morning in a spot we've been catching them on the Zara-Spook baby bass pattern. So we start out there the day of the tournament. I have the Super Zara-Spook. My friend has the Super Spook Junior. Fishing along for a while, nothing, not a rise, nothing touches it. I tell him to keep fishing the baby bass, Junior Spook, and I'm going to try a Spittin' Image baby bass. Pretty much the same thing, walk the dog, anyway it has a slightly different pattern, a slightly different sound. Within a few casts, a 2.5. A couple casts later, a nice one rolls on it. A couple casts later, a little one pops it. And then, just a short while later, a 5.5. This whole time my partner's fishing the baby Zara-Spook, and nothing will touch it. He switches to Spittin' Image, and sure enough, within a few casts, he gets a 3+. You would swear those baits are similar enough looking that if they hit one, they're going to hit the other. But it wasn't. It was one or not at all. Another interesting story was jerkbaiting one time. Smithwick Rattling Rogue suspending. The 5.5 inch Super Rogue. Goes down about 6 feet the way I fish it. Couldn't get a bite on it. Went back through with the same lure floating. Goes down about 2 feet. Same clown pattern, same everything. Caught a limit. Same exact lure, same exact color, everything. This time it was just a matter of depth. They didn't want it down at 6 feet. For some reason they loved it at 2 feet. So what I'm trying to say is, like I said, what a difference a bait makes. If you catch them in an area on something that's a surface lure and suddenly they're not on that surface lure, don't assume they've left or they're not biting. And don't just switch to that same lure in a different color. Try something the same color you've been catching them on, but just with a slightly different action. Because it seems to work. Sometimes they just want something slightly different in a way you would swear it's pretty much identical. I hope this helps. Until next time.